Hi everybody, it's Andy. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in California as well as New York. Today I'm coming to you from my office in Modesto, California. This video is going to go over a California-specific family law form called an income and expense declaration, otherwise known as an FL-150. And specifically, this video is going to be the first in a playlist that goes over how to fill out the FL-150 form. If you happen to be involved in a California family law case where you need to fill that out. So if you have not gotten a copy of the FL-150 or you're wondering how to get it, I have a separate video about how to download California family law forms. I'm going to go ahead and link that right here, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and pause this video, go ahead and take a look at that one, and when you're done, come back to this one and we'll go ahead and continue. So this form, the FL-150, like I said, is used in a wide variety of California family law cases. Take your pick, really. I mean, it's divorce, legal separation, if you're trying to enforce spousal support or alimony, if you're trying to enforce child support or modify it, paternity cases. I mean, take your pick of family law cases, and the FL-150 will most likely appear in it. So I actually do quite a bit of family law in California. I also travel the state doing it, so not just the San Francisco Bay Area. I cover the Central Valley, gone down, not quite to Los Angeles, but almost. So my exposure, I guess, my experience with the FL-150 is fairly good. And in all of my travels, this is actually one thing that I've noticed kind of throughout all the counties that I've appeared in, is that a lot of people have to do their family law case themselves. So maybe it's a divorce and they can't afford a divorce attorney, or maybe it's a child support action and their ex is refusing to pay child support, so they have to go back to court, or their ex is not paying alimony and they have no money, so they have to do the case themselves. That's fine. A lot of people actually do family law cases on their own, and the case turns out just fine, so you do not need to have a lawyer. But the downside here is that if you do the case yourself, regardless of your intentions, you're inevitably going to run into a problem or a roadblock or something where you are confused and you don't know what to do. So you might ask for help, but then you get 5 different answers. You try to look it up online, and you get 5 additional answers. So you really don't know what to do. One of the areas where I see people, unrepresented parties, parties without a lawyer, where they actually stumble quite a bit is actually filling out the FL-150 that we're going to talk about today. And not a lot of good stuff happens when the FL-150 is not filled out properly. So, I'll just give you an example. The judge, for example, in your case might demand that you fill out an FL-150, and you have no problem doing that, except you're too embarrassed or too scared to tell the judge, "Judge, I don't know how to do this." And because you're panicked or scared, you don't really tell the judge that you would want to, but you don't know how. The judge gets annoyed at you because the FL-150 that they're demanding, you're not providing it for a reason that they don't understand, that the judge doesn't understand. So, like I said, there's not a lot of good stuff that happens when the FL-150 is not provided when it's supposed to be. So, that said, that's the kind of genesis or motivation for this series of videos. So, this video, like I said, is going to be the very first video in a series that goes over how to fill out the FL-150. It's going to be, I think, 4 separate videos, each one going over each page of the FL-150, so hopefully you can either watch all of them if you're so inclined, or just go ahead and fast forward or click on the video that actually pertains to the page you're interested in. So hopefully that helped. I'm also going to link down in the description for this video a couple sample FL-150s, so you can kind of look at it and see, okay, for this hypothetical situation where this person is X years old, has 3 kids, 2 kids, whatever, works here, gets this income, has these expenses, what the FL-150 is supposed to look like. Personally, for me, I actually learn quite a bit when I see an example versus having somebody just kind of tell me about it. So hopefully that helps you if you're like me and you are find examples more useful. So. Hopefully that's helpful to all of you, and go ahead and watch the videos, and I will try to put out more videos about other family law forms that I see people struggling with quite a bit. So like I said, hopefully that's helpful, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks.